Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Lifestyle Unlocked and this is your girl Samantha. In this video I'm going to show you how to make onion juice. Onion juice is very popular in the hair community, and that is because there are so many benefits that you can get from onion juice. Onion juice has been shown to have a lot of sulfur in it, and since hair contains sulfur and needs sulfur, onion juice can be a natural source of sulfur. So what sulfur does is that it helps to strengthen the hair, and it also helps to stimulate hair growth or promote hair growth. So using onion juice is good for people whose hair is falling out, who are getting excess shedding, or who have alopecia. So if you have patches where there's no hair, or your hair is just falling out every time you brush it or comb it, one of the things you can do to help stop that, or at least help your hair to grow healthily, is to use onion juice. There are two ways that you can use onion juice, and I'm going to show you how to do both ways. But the first ingredient, the main ingredient, is an onion. Now I'm using a white onion, but some people prefer to use a red onion. It's entirely up to you. I don't think there's any need for you to go out and buy a red onions if you don't normally use them. I'm going to actually use the pulp of this to cook with, so I'm not going to waste anything. So because I have a white onion in the kitchen, that's exactly what I'm going to use. If you want to, you can of course go and get a red onion, but I don't think it's necessary. Anyway, so you can either make just plain onion juice on its own, or you can add other things to it if you want to boost it. Onion juice on its own is still going to be beneficial, but in my case, I like to boost it a little bit, and I'll show you how I boost that. So I'm going to chop the onion, and then I'll come back to you and show you how you can actually extract the juice. So there are two ways that you can get the onion juice. You can either use a blender, so you can use a handheld blender, you can use a food processor, whichever one you've got, it will work, as long as you're going to clean it properly afterwards. Or if you don't have a blender, you can actually use a pestle and mortar, because what you're going to do is just crush the onion in there, and then you can strain it and get the juice out. But I'm going to use a blender because it'll be easier. So I've got my blender all ready, and what I'm going to do is just put the onion in there. If you just want to use onion juice on its own without anything else, you can go straight into blending it as it is, and then you extract the juice. But I'm going to boost my onion juice, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to add some ginger. So I've got this ginger paste already, so I don't need to crush it. Some people add garlic. Again, you can do that. The reason why I like to use ginger is because, one, it helps to boost the stimulation of hair growth, but also it also helps to reduce the smell of the onion, so that the onion juice doesn't smell as strong. So that's a small onion that I put in there. I'm not going to bother using a teaspoon, but that's about a teaspoon of ginger in there. And now all I need to do is to get the juice out of this mixture. So there are two ways that you can do it. Let me put that there. You can either use a very, very fine sieve. The holes in here are very tiny because you don't want any of the pulp to go in there. So you're not going to use the sieve that you use when you're baking. You use something like a tea strainer, something very, very small that's going to catch all the big pieces. If you don't have that, you can actually just cut off, the foot of an old stocking, and then just use this to strain with, or you can use a cheesecloth, whichever one you want to use. So you can either use this, put the mixture in there, and then just squeeze the juice out. But because I'm going to use this pulp to cook with, I'm not going to waste it. I'm just going to use this fine strainer. So I've got that in there. I'll just put that in there and do my best not to lose anything. Okay, so as you can see, the juice is already starting to come out, and all you're going to do now is just make sure that you know all the juice is going to come out of this pulp. If you want, what helps sometimes is to use a spoon and just press to make sure all the juice comes out. I think I got most of that, so I'm just going to leave that there because I'm going to use it to cook with anyway. So this is it. That's my onion juice already. I'll put it in there so it's all nice and neat. So this is it. And that onion juice is ready for you to use if you want to use just onion juice on its own. Or like in my case, I've added some ginger, so that you can just take the juice, apply that to your hair if you want to, or the areas where you want to treat the hair loss. So in order for me to boost the onion juice and just make it a bit more nourishing to the hair, I'm going to add a couple of things, a couple of oils. So I'm going to use some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and I'm also going to use this one here. So it's black castor oil, Jamaican black castor oil, but this one here, if you'll see that it's got some argan oil in it as well. So it's just going to be added boost. Some people prefer to use coconut oil. I'm not going to add it in this case. So I'm just going to use these two oils. And all I'll do is just to add, let me get the oil. So I'm just going to add a tablespoon of olive oil, so the extra virgin olive oil. And I'll add that to the mixture. And then with my castor oil, I'm going to add a teaspoon, so just 1 teaspoon. Then you just mix it. And this, my darlings, it is ready to use. It's not complicated in any way. You can make it yourself, and I really encourage you not to buy anything that's pre-made, because you know you'd never know when it was made. And some of these things, if you're using fresh onion, then it's going to get rotten. So I wouldn't encourage you to get anything made by somebody else. You can do this yourself, and that's exactly why I wanted to do this video, so that you can see how easy it is to make your own onion juice. So the way I apply this, I put this into a little applicator bottle. So just get a funnel or something, or a jug that's a pouring jug, because you don't want to spill any of this around. Just put that in there, and then it just becomes easy just to put all over the hair. Personally, I'm actually applying it in the morning and in the evening as it is, and I'm actually just putting it where I don't have hair, so where I want the hair to grow. And this is because I'm trying to grow the hair so that there's a bit more level, because the areas where there's hardly any hair and the areas which have more hair. So I'm just putting it where I need to stimulate more growth. If you want, you can put it all over your hair and use that as your liquid when it comes to your LOC method. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, this is going to smell like an onion, but if you add ginger, it's going to reduce the smell, but it's not going to go away. I'm not going to lie to you and say I have a magic formula to make it smell less oniony. Some people, I haven't added this, which is why I didn't introduce it. Some people prefer to add some essential oils. You can use peppermint, lemon or rosemary to try and mask that smell, but even then, I'll be honest, it's not going to go away completely. So be prepared. So this is something that you have to say you're willing to try this and use this in order for you to stimulate your hair growth. How long you use this for, the treatment, if you're using it in the way that I'm using it, then I would say 6 weeks as a treatment period. So twice a day, in the morning, in the evening, for a period of 6 weeks. Obviously you wash, once a week or every 2 weeks depending on your hair's needs. I wash my hair every single week, particularly because I'm adding this onion juice and I would like to get rid of that onion and want to remove any sort of product buildup. So that's it really, nothing else complicated. So this is one type of treatment. If you want to make it as a rinse, first of all, you just mix the onion juice with water and then you put that mixture into your hair and then cover with a plastic cap or plastic paper bag. Leave it in for about 30 minutes and you use that as a pre-poo. So you use that before you shampoo. And then after the 30 minutes or 45 minutes, you wash your hair and that will get rid of the smell. So if you don't like smelling like onions, then you can use the onion juice as a rinse and you can use it as a pre-shampoo rinse. I hope that helps. If you've got any questions, ask any questions in the comment section below. I have a Facebook page and that's called Lifestyle Unlocked. I'll see if I can put a link in the description box below so you can go there and get some more tips, which I might not put in the video. I'm also on Instagram and I'll put a link to my Instagram page in the description box below as well. For those of you who want to know how to make rice water, I did a video on that and I'll put a link to that video on the screen. So let's share our journeys, let's support each other. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and please give the video a like and also share the video with someone that you think would want to know how to make onion juice. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.